Hey everybody, there, I think that is better. I have enough natural light. Okay, I haven't been on here in a while, but I am going to be on here today, and I will be back on here on Friday for your full moon forecast. Pisces, I'm sorry, I have been working all day in a grocery store. I do something called merchandising. It's a side hustle, but it makes me a lot of money. So that's why I do it, especially since there's not that many people in this town that do it. So, all right, so I'm discussing the economy today. And let me bring it up here. So, yes, I want to discuss some things with you, but first we have to go back in time, okay? And what I mean by that is we need to go back in time for this one, okay? And let me just explain it. And there are other people and financialists out there that can explain it 100 times better than I do. In fact, I am going to show you a few videos on my phone that correlate with what I'm trying to say here. Okay, I'm an astrologer. I'm not a hedge fund manager. I am not a mortgage person, a banker, anything like that. I don't have a bachelor's degree in finance of any sort. This is just some stuff I've learned through the years since about 2017. And it's starting to happen. And some are taking note and some are just ignoring it. So let's go back in time. Some of you out there, especially those of you that are my clients and some of my followers, some of you weren't even born yet. I was about one when this happened, and I clearly have no memory of it, but neither do most Americans. But back in 1971, the U.S. was removed off the gold standard under President Nixon. Now, he took the USA off the gold standard and he basically distorted the US dollar. And this move began the rise of what we call today inflation and distortion of our economy. This happened well over 50 years ago. The damage was set in place back then, okay? Now, I mentioned back in January of 2000, back in January this year on the 10th of 2022 that a Scorpius dragon tail is a very harsh energy. It's unloving, unfeeling energy. Wherever this falls by house and sign, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel its wake-up calls, its deaths, dramas, and transformations, both positive and negative. As stated in my January 10th, 2022 newsletter, Dragon axis shift nodal transit into Taurus Scorpio. Now, Patreons get the full letter with all 27 or 28 predictions, which about 9 of them have come true and are starting to unfold. And I'm sharing some of that with you today on this newsletter for the public. Now, let me just educate you a little bit on the, when I talk dragon's energy, I'm talking the north and the south nodes of the moon. Not paid attention to much in modern astrology, but in ancient Nostradamus astrology and Babylonian, it is paid attention to deeply. So this dragon's head's going to be it's in Taurus, dragon's head. It's Venus energy. Now this is a technically beautiful Venetian and earthy dragon energy where we will put more focus on the things that make us feel beautiful, the things that make us feel sexy, luxury, and riches. I mean, the two signs in the zodiac that are very hedonistic and love the better things and the finer things in life are always going to be Leo and Taurus. Okay, those are the two signs that really project that energy. Now, with this dragon, be prepared for earth changes like volcanoes, tornadoes, hurricanes. Stress on the fault lines will be common. Uranus is also in Taurus. Now, when we talk about the planet Uranus is the shock and awe planet. It energy. It rules the fault lines. It rules electricity. It rules the weather. It rules space, electronics, things like that. So having Uranus in Taurus, an earth sign will represent earth changes, but Taurus also represents finance, money. Years ago when I was studying this, my astrology teacher used to say to me, think of it this way. Merrill Lynch subconsciously chose the bull as their emblem, okay, or mascot, whatever you want to call it. They subconsciously chose that, not realizing that the bull in the zodiac rules money, finance, second house, wealth, possessions. So it makes perfect sense. Hey, Kate, how are you? I didn't get that mailed out yet. I will do it in the next day or two. I had to work today and it's been kind of a hard day. So, but I will get that out to you with a little birthday surprise. Okay. So just be like China just had an earthquake, but it makes sense because we were going into Uranic energy. Those of you who are on my Patreon will understand that. Now I am going to run a Patreon special for the full moon. For those of you who want to test the waters, as I call it, you can do the mother. The mother tier is the middle tier. It's $5 a month, and I'll run some sort of special where you get at least 15 to 20 bucks off for the year. But what you get with the mother tier is your full moon, new moon forecast, full astrological horoscope. And then you do get the tarot readings for the September or for the energy forecasts for every month. And then there's the crone one, which is a little more in depth. It's not just astrology, it's witchcraft and magic and occult as well. So it's up to you. I will run a special though on the mother tier first. Some of you like to do that and then upgrade later. But as I was saying here with the dragon's energy, with this dragon, be prepared for earth changes such as volcanoes, tornadoes, hurricanes, and stress on the fault lines will be common. Uranus is also in Taurus. So those two together can make the earth shake. Taurus rules beauty, banking, finance, money, wealth, and possessions. We will see a change in the banking system, and currency issues leading to a new currency are very possible. I posted this on January 10th of 2022, and voila, it's happening. It's happening right in front of our eyes, and many Americans aren't paying attention. Now, President Biden stated on March 9th of this year that a statement by his NEC director, Brian Deese, and National Security Advisor, Jack Sullivan, on new digital assets on the executive order coming with that. Now, I'm not going to read all of this to you because it is rather boring and long, but I am going to post this. What I'm reading to you is going to be on my website 10 minutes after I'm off air here. So just go to theastrologywitch.com in a couple of hours, and this report will be on my website, where you can see statements and releases. For example, today, President Biden signed an executive order to establish the first ever comprehensive federal digital asset strategy for the United States. The EO will help position the U.S. to keep playing a leading role in the innovation and governance of the digital assets ecosystem at home and abroad in a way that protects consumers and it says full article here. Now I am going to share that full article with you. So like I said, you'll have to go to my website right after I'm off air here in about, 10 minutes after I'm off. I'm going to share this with you. You can go right to the briefing of whitehouse.gov, not .org. Now, some asshat, before I go on, I have to bitch about this. So some asshat yesterday on TikTok, I made a mistake, and I'm human. I didn't know there were two websites. There's whitehouse.gov, which is the official White House website. Go to that, go to the financials, and you could see this, and it's plain as day for the public to see. I accidentally said whitehouse.org. Do not go to that one. If you go to that one, it shows that the President Trump is still in office. I don't know if it's a joke or satire, um, because nowadays I don't know what's satire and what's reality. People believe some of the stupidest shit. So just warning you on that. And that was my bad. I made a mistake. Hey, sweet butterfly girl, how are you? It's good to see you. I haven't seen you in ages. I hope you're doing well, sweetie. Anyway, I will post all of that information for you. Okay. And I'm not going to sit here and go through and read all of this. You can go and read everything about the new digital asset ecosystem that is set to be in place. And I'm actually going to give a date for you, December 22nd, 23rd, 24th. They're calling it a Black Christmas and a dark winter for a reason. This is when this digital asset's going into place. This is less than 12 weeks away, people. Okay. Now, here's the red flag. There's always a red flag with me. CBDC, central bank digital currency, goes into effect, and I gave you the dates, supposedly around the 22nd, 23rd of December. And it is still controlled by the central bank and the Federal Reserve. It is considered social money that isn't even on the blockchain like all the other cryptocurrencies. That is what concerns me. So for now, it's not on the blockchain. I'm going to explain more about this, which means that it is still controlled by the feds. And what is coming in December is a very different animal that the USA isn't prepared for or doesn't even know how to handle the situation at this point. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm wondering, out of curiosity, how's your astrology path going? I hope you found someone good. I bet, Kate. No, it is. It's very scary. Okay, and it's really going to affect the baby boomers the most, because they're the ones that are not listening to the right media outlets. Not that there's very many good ones, but they're not listening to the media outlets, and they're the ones that are going to lose big. The younger generation, the Gen Zers, are already on board with this. Well, most of them, not all of them, but some of them. I've been involved in this since 2017, and how I got involved in this was through an occultist teacher of mine. He introduced me to crypto, told me it was the future. So I started doing my own research, and sure enough, I keep saying I'm gonna find it, and I will. There is a quatrain that Nostradamus put in one of his in one of the books, Les Prophéties, where he actually talks about the new money. He's referring to crypto. Yes, they're expensive. Yes, it is expensive. And then now you wonder why, people go, oh my God, you're so expensive. Well, it's because I paid a pretty penny for it. So, hey, sweet butterfly girl, that is a beautiful thing. Okay. Food and wine is great. Do you know how expensive food is? And wine? I just went to the grocery store yesterday and I was a little flabbergasted with the prices. I'm like, holy shit. We're buying chickens. Yeah, eggs are a little expensive right now, but that's good. Baby steps. And like I said, I'm always here if you need any advice or any information. I will try and help. But getting back to this, like I said, it's a very different animal. So before I go on, I'm going to bring something up for you. Now, I posted this on my TikTok, not my TikTok. I did post it on TikTok, but I posted it on Patreon too. Well, because Patreon will get like my tickers, what I'm telling them to invest in. I'm only going to give you guys 2. They will get all 10. If they invest in all 10 of these in a year or 2 from now, they could be millionaires. Now, here's my disclaimer with this video, and I'm going to put it in here as well. Don't invest more than you're willing to lose. Okay. Last time things crashed, even someone who has some education in this, I lost about $425. I thought it was a little more, but after I crunched all the numbers, I realized it was only 400 and something. To a lot of people, that's a lot of money. And to me, it was a lot of money, but that's what happens. You have to be prepared to lose money. You can't, it's like gambling almost. However, we've got a lot more to discuss here and what's happening with the economy. Let me just say this before I show you a video that I want to share with you. The blockchain is an honest, mathematical way to log and regulate, so there's no fraud. Okay. This doesn't mean people don't get scammed or hacked from time to time, but it is a legal transaction on the blockchain where mathematics is boss. You cannot fudge the numbers or cheat. The feds don't like that. And this is why they all have been telling you for years, do not invest in Bitcoin, crypto. It's a gimmick. It's a scam. And that is because while they're telling you not to do it, they're investing in it for themselves. You see, with the blockchain, the blockchain is created through mathematics and science. Our money and printing money is created by the feds and humans, and there's always that chance of human error. Okay. So before I go on, I'm going to bring this video up for you guys. Let's see. What am I missing here? There you go. I've got a few clients. And you know what, sweet butterfly girl? I've actually had clients that were with me when I was a student. And that was over 17 years ago. And they're still my clients. But they were with me from the beginning when I was a student. So you will find that. When you find a rapport with someone and the energy vibes, it's a beautiful thing. I'm so happy for you, sweetie. Good, good, good. Good to hear. I love it when I hear one of my clients is doing well. It just makes me so happy. Okay, here's what I want to do. I'm going to play a video for you. I follow this guy, Coach AV. You can go ahead and follow him too.
Breaking news with
okay, let's see.
Ripple and XRP. It's about time we get some movement. So there's two people you should be following on Twitter. So you've heard the success. Hey, what's up, fam? Just a quick reminder to download the TikTok blueprint. If you're watching this, you're probably
okay. I'm going to show you something. You can find this guy on TikTok.
A big XRP or Ripple fan. I'll keep this short and sweet. Many of you were asking about Ripple pre-IPO. If you go to my profile, click the link, you can get into Ripple pre-IPO with link 2. Now that's for accredited investors. Remember, there's Ripple, the pre-IPO, and there's XRP, which is the token. So if you're not an accredited investor.
The reason I'm bringing him up is because, like I said, the new digital currency that's going into effect for the United States as of now. Now, this could change in 12 weeks, but as of now, not on the blockchain. So it's not secure per se. The feds still have their hand in it. They can manipulate it like they did the dollar 51 years ago. Okay. What he's trying to say here is the cryptocurrency XRP, which I've been investing in since 2017, is also called Ripple. You will have to go and research this. A lot of people, not just this guy I just showed you, but a lot of other economists are saying that Ripple is going to be your new currency for the United States. So Ripple might be creating an IPO. An IPO is the call symbol you get on the stock market. I don't dabble in the stock markets. I only dabble in the crypto world. So I don't know anything about that, but they are getting ready to create their own IPO because they're getting ready to become your central banking system. So 32 cents a share right now. You throw in $100, hell, you throw in $20 and you've got yourself, at least 3 shares per dollar, give or take. 3 into 20, and you got yourself 50 plus shares. Think about that. What if that goes up to 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, $50 a share, especially when Ripple becomes the central banking of the United States of America, which is getting ready to happen. I guarantee you by July of 2023, we will be dealing with this. It will be full blown and in the system. Before I go on, though, let's step away from him for a minute, and I want to show you. I hope I did not delete this. I bet you I did. Shit. Oops. I sure did. I deleted it. All right, well, China is going through, all the major superpowers are going through a major collapse right now. Now, China is going through one of their worst heat waves ever, but they're also going through a collapse of their economy, specifically the real estate market. Whatever happens in China usually comes to us 3 or 4, maybe 5 months later. Happened with COVID. Kept telling you people in September of 2019, keep looking to China. That's coming for us. That's not going to happen. Bada boom, bada bing, it happened. So what's coming for us is happening in China right now. And this is where there will be foreclosures. I'm already seeing the housing market prices are getting slashed, and it's slowly happening. Okay. Now, moving on, here's what I'm going to say. Most cryptos are a Ponzi scheme. About 95% of them are a scam. The key to making long-term money is looking at what crypto does, its job, its service. For example, I'm going to give you an example, and the example's coming from best damn book I ever got. I highly recommend this book because I'm not very good at finance. And this is like enlightening. I've learned so much from this book. Anyway, moving on. Where was I? Okay, so the key to making long-term money is to look at what crypto does, what its job is, what's its utility, what does it do for the system. For example, let's use the gold rush days for an example. Very few gold miners ever struck it rich and ever made any real money. The ones that made the money were the ones who sold the equipment, the picks, the hammers, the shovels, and I believe that's when Levi Jeans and Levi Strauss Company became very popular. All these people that were involved in this, the Levi Company, people who sold picks, hammers, and shovels, those men went on to be millionaires. The miners didn't make shit. So I'm not going to get into is the US dollar losing worth, because I know it is. And like I said, I'm going to post this on my website for you in a few after I'm off of here. And it gives you a ratio of what the euro is, what the Cayman Islands dollar is, the British pound sterling, the Jordanian dinar, and a couple of other ones that are worth more than the American dollar. Right now, as we stand today, as of this day, this moment in time, $100 right now is only worth $3.07. A dollar bill, might as well rip up a dollar bill. I don't have one around to show you as I would rip it. It's only worth about 3 or 4 cents. The dollar is dropping, and the day is coming where it's going to be absolutely worthless. I'm not going to get into what affects the currency exchange rate. I'm going to let you read all of that for yourself, okay? Let's talk Bitcoin. And you know what I'm going to do? One of my next videos, I'm going to break down the stars of Bitcoin, which was launched on January 3rd, 2009, by the name Satoshi Nakamoto. He basically created the technology in the wake of the finance crisis of between 2008 and 2012. And yes, I was a victim of that housing crisis as I foreclosed and lost my home. And this was also the second bailout of the banks. So it makes perfect sense that a new currency would be erected from this chaotic shit show we had back in 2008. You see, um, they don't want to go on the blockchain. They don't want to be honest. The banks have been ripping people off for years. Once it goes on the blockchain, the banks, the feds, the IRS, they can't fuck you over anymore. The fuckery of your money is over in some way. Yes, there's always going to be more problems that come into play, but the banks are using your money to get richer while giving you just little snippets of interest. It's a joke. You're better off keeping your money in your mattress. So, because of Bitcoin, this is where they created digital currency, and that was erected from this chaotic event back in 2008. Now, the banks were not too pleased with this new currency, and they wanted to take their cut of the money. They also told everyone Bitcoin was a joke. And we know now that it is not. Bitcoin is a currency. Um, Bitcoin is a currency, and I can only see it going up, even though the market on it is fairly, down. Um, but while behind closed doors, they were investing, telling you not to invest. Now, Bitcoin is a digital property that's heavily regulated by math and not by man. Now, in the book I just showed you, The Big Book of Crypto by James Altucher and Chris Campbell, they discuss that money that is honest creates honest societies, and unsound money creates the opposite effect. And you can see what has happened for the last 51 years, full of inflation, deceit, and corruption. And since there are no gatekeepers in cryptocurrency like CEOs, board members, people in the trust, etc., anyone can access the blockchain, Bitcoin, and these currencies. And this is what the IRS and the feds are trying desperately to hide. This is not making them happy. But if they were to ban crypto, the United States itself would lose a shit ton of money because there's so many people involved in it right now. Now let's talk Ripple or XRP. I've been discussing this for a while now. Yeah, it's not all the time, but I'm still waiting for that resurrection of what's his name? Uh, no, was it Tupac? Tupac. My daughter still thinks it's Michael Jackson coming back from the dead. So we'll see. We'll see. That's all I say. It is getting hard financially, Kate. I get it. And so here's what I'm going to say before I get into what I'm getting ready to say now. I know we're living in hard times, and I know it's hard. But if you're going to throw $20 into the lottery, you're better off getting a Coinbase account and throwing $20 into Ethereum or XRP, which actually Coinbase doesn't sell XRP right now, but Bitcoin at least. Investing something in that is going to go the distance later on. Let's talk Ripple and XRP in crypto. Now, the Federal Reserve announced not many months ago, but almost a year ago, that they were getting ready to use this as their currency. So simply put, this is our new bank coming soon and set to be in place by July of 2023, and right on time with the dragon's head in Taurus, which rules money, banking, and finance. Taurus is a slow moving sign, and it takes its sweet ass time and is slow moving. As no one's going to rush a bull. Nobody. If whether you have a sun in Taurus, a rising in Taurus, even a moon in Taurus, you people take your sweet ass time. No one rushes you. It's like little Ferdinand the bull grazing in the pasture. Take sweet ass time. However, the zenith of this dragon's energy comes around September 8th. Then you're going to see the Taurus, the bull, start moving slow and steady. You're going to see the economy start shifting. You're going to see currency start moving into crypto. It's going to start taking effect. The dragon's energy in Taurus will prevail with new digital currency. Right before this new dragon shift, July 18th, 2023, the dragon shifts from a Taurus Scorpio into an Aries Libra. And I'm going to say this, I can't wait to get out of this Scorpio energy. It's a little taxing on me. Now, for my Patreons, they're going to get top 10 cryptos. But I can't share that with the general public. But like I said, I am going to give you my top 3, maybe 4. Ethereum right off the bat, ETH. I would always invest in that up to about $5,000. It's fluctuating right now. What was it, like $1,566 as of, I think, this morning. This is the Web3 future of the internet. Crypto has a lot of involvement in new technology. It's about technology. That's the future. So, people who are doing jobs that aren't involved in technology, you're going to lose your jobs. They're going to become obsolete. XRP, like I just mentioned, or Ripple, as I discussed above, right now it's at 32 cents a share. Now, you can go on the Uphold platform, and you could purchase XRP from there. That's the only platform I know where you can get XRP, except from Ripple.com or XRP.com. Like I said, I'm learning that this is new for me too, and I'm learning. Ethereum, XRP, you can't go wrong with Bitcoin. Owning Bitcoin, according to this book, is like owning beachfront property. I own about $250 in Bitcoin. That is it. I don't own that much in Bitcoin. But it's digital currency that will grow in value. And like I said, beachfront property. And it's down right now to about 18,000 and something per share. They predict in a couple of years that Bitcoin is going to go to 1 million. I don't know how true that is. They think Ethereum is going to go to 100,000. Once they get going with this new technology, that is going to very well be. If you have been investing in Ripple, you're set to make generational wealth in the next 3 years. And the only other one I'm going to give you is one more. It's GRT. It's called the Graph. It's something I've been investing in for a couple of years now. I've been buying it since it was 7 cents a share. It's fluctuating today. It's 11 cents a share. I got the hiccups. I'm sorry. If you throw in $50 at 11 cents a share, 11 cents a share is about maybe 9 shares per dollar. If that becomes our banking system, which it is, you're set. You're golden. The thing with crypto is you have to have patience. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. That's what I've learned since doing this since 2017. Patience. So yes, the graph. Now, the graph, I always said in the beginning here, what do these coins do? There's utility behind them. Well, Ethereum is the future of the internet, Web3. What does the graph do? Well, the graph is the Google of the blockchain, basically. with the Web3 technology. Indexing allows for a reduction of time it takes to find a particular piece of information. So the graph is going to be the future of like Google, the Google of the blockchain. XRP, Ripple is the banking system itself, and I just gave you Ethereum as the future of the web. There are several more. I gave you Bitcoin as well, and that was the freebie. I gave you 4. The rest I cannot give you, or I will piss off a lot of my Patreons. So now my understanding, and I am going to give you this, the worst cryptocurrencies to buy are any of the dog coins. Don't ever buy them. Ever. That's the Shiba Inu, the uh, Satama, the Dogecoin. There's now a Samoyed coin, and Tether. I have $60 invested in Tether, and I'm gonna get it out of there as soon as possible. They're just scams. Like I said, these are the Ponzi schemes of crypto. The one that Elon Musk keeps pushing, Dogecoin, it's a Ponzi scheme. That motherfucker's rich enough, pardon my language. Anyway, enough of my rant here. Let's see what's going on here. Yes, my daughter, Sweet Butterfly Girl, is a Taurus rising too. And I'm going to tell you, when she was a little girl, I'd be like, hurry up, hurry up. We're going to be late for school. We're going to be late for school. That little kid took her sweet ass time. Me too. Oh my God. I just can't wait. You know, this is just too much. Like I said, this is like the worst dragon tale in the zodiac. I don't care what you say. Anybody with any knowledge of astrology will agree with me here. This is just terrible. The shootings, all of this shit hitting the fan. You're very welcome, Kate. It's my pleasure. Now, some of the predictions that came to light, as you know, prediction 1, um, Donald Trump, we know what's happening to him. Now, there is a speculation with him that I have about him that I didn't put in my predictions. If things get too bad for him, I do believe he might uh, de- defect to another country like Russia. Uh, yeah, if things get too bad, he might try and leave the country and get out of here before he has to go to jail. That's a possibility. I mean, if he was smart, that's what I'd do. One of my other predictions, prediction number 3, with bankruptcies bring foreclosures, and I do see the housing market taking a small hit. Nothing like 2008, 2009. What we're getting ready to go into is a complete uh, currency shift. But you're going to see a lot of misfortune with people closing. And unfortunately, those misfortunes can be someone else's benefit. I'm waiting. I know that's a shitty thing to say, but I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm going to get my second house through someone else's foreclosure. Hey, someone made out on my misfortune. I'm going to return the favor. Anyway, if you're looking for real estate, you're going to get some good deals come this winter. Trust me on that one. I've linked, I'm not going to go through all of this. This is going to be on my website, and I've linked them to other things. But prediction number 4, those who have money saved in precious metals and digital currency will be able to buy goods and services when the American dollar drops so low, nobody wants to use it anymore, and it'll be devalued. You won't even be able to buy gasoline, a loaf of bread with the American dollar. I foresee this more coming in more 2023, but these are the beginning stages of it. And I have actually linked TikToks to this. Something the Vatican's doing by the end of this month, September 30th. The Vatican is pulling all of their money out of all the banks they have and throwing it back into the Vatican Bank. Why do you think that is? The Vatican knows astrology. They just don't want the common people to know astrology because they fucking know it's coming. Prediction 5. There's a whole lot here, but more is coming. November is going to be the worst month. But prediction 5, a full restructure and exposure of more police secrets and crimes. Not a good time to be a cop. They are in danger for their own lives, and many will die, and they will be also doing the killing. We will also see the police and the FBI involved with things such as sex trafficking. It will get exposed eventually. They are being hunted and exposed for their corrupt ways, and more info will come out exposing them. A full restructure of the police force is imminent. There's a couple of things I've posted that have happened throughout the world exposing sex trafficking. One of them is a TikTok about a judge involved in Texas with sex trafficking. Yes. So I talked about Russia. Prediction number 6, Russia experienced the Scorpio tail as a nation, and it will be very negative and tragic news. Well, the war broke out on 2/24/22. And here's the kicker. I think Putin thought he could go in, it'd be easy peasy, and we'll just take it over. And here we are 6 months later, and he's still fighting. They're on the brink of a nuclear reactor breaking down. That's Russia. Scorpio. Prediction 7. I said that progressive changes in how you do banking and how you spend money. It's very new age and somewhat scary, but it is written in the stars, and mankind's destiny is towards digital currency. It's still unfolding, and it is the death of the American dollar. Coming to movie theaters December 22nd and 23rd. Prediction 10. There will be an increase of sexually transmitted diseases, and those that were once eradicated, or diseases that were once eradicated, come back again. Just watch the news and headlines. Well, we've got monkeypox. We've got polio found in the New York City water system. And who knows all the diseases that are going around in where is it? Mississippi with their water crisis. God. Now, prediction 13 is still unfolding, but I am going to share it with you guys. Lots of advancement in science and medicine within the beauty and cosmetic and surgery departments. There will be lots of great deals on actually clothing and beauty too. Now, the web satellite was just launched, and incredible images from outer space. An underwater robot uncovered a 100-year-old shipwreck. Artemis inches closer to its first launch. Asteroid discovered 2 hours before impact. They've also discovered cancer-sniffing worms. And that's just a few things. There's more to come, and I'm sure before the end, we're still in this dragon. We're not even at the zenith yet, September 18th. More and more stuff will come out, okay? Prediction 15. I said that witch hunts and witch burnings and suggestions of them will be revived in 2022. Not a good year to be a witch, and not a good year to diss a witch. Watch your back, put up your wards, and call for protection, because all of my broom sisters and brothers are going to need it. Now, we've dealt with Greg Locke. We've dealt with other pastors. Many evangelicals have posted that they want to resurrect the witch burnings again. So that didn't surprise me. I knew that was coming. And that's just a few things. As they unfold, I will start generating them for the general public. Let's see. I just want to get my daughter in spicing. And is that in Pennsylvania? I'm confused, Kate. You'll have to elaborate. Anyway, the rest of the article, my references and stuff, I'll put up on my website as soon as I'm done with the forecast. And as I okay, okay, I'm gonna message you later. Okay, what I'm gonna send you is gonna help you, and you'll see why. We'll talk after. Anyway, that is my broadcast for now. Stay tuned, because as things start changing and keep changing, I'm going to keep getting on here, trying to help as many of you as I can. Um, I wanted to show you, I deleted these videos, so I don't have them. I deleted them. I was talking about China's economy, and like an idiot, I deleted it. But for all of you out there, please be safe. Look to the future. The future is digital. The future is crypto. Start start investing now if you can. I know with Coinbase it costs like $100 to start. It doesn't cost you could start with $10. Um, but if you do 100, you get $10 back in Bitcoin. I know that's a lot of money for people, but if we don't start getting ourselves familiar with this currency now, it's going to bite you in the ass later. You have to go to Coinbase, sign up, deposit $10, play the market. You know, like I said, Graph, one of the best ones you can invest in right now at 11 cents a share. You know, $20 will get you several shares, and you can watch it grow. Now, I am going to say this. I do believe it's more of a bear market coming in. And for all my people in astrology, the way you decipher this, when I say bull market, think of Taurus, the bull. Money, making money. Okay. Bear market is bearish. We're not making money. We're hurting. Some people buy, though, in that dip. Buy the dip. That's the key here. And if you do own a hard wallet, it doesn't hurt to start buying crypto and depositing it into your hard wallet. Your hard wallet, and I don't have it here to share with you, but it is your private little savings account. Same to you, Kate. Hugs. I hope, hang in there. It'll get better. So all of you out there, thanks for tuning in. And like I said, if you have any questions on this, please don't hesitate to ask me. I know it's confusing. I'm still a little confused with it. And I've been doing this for about 4 or 5 years now. And I'm still learning, and I'm taking classes, and I'm educating myself. So when I am taught something, I try and come back and teach you guys. But start buying crypto. It's the future. Kate, sweet butterfly girl, so nice of you to tune in with me today. All of you out there, be safe. Have a great Wednesday. It is hump day. I will be back on Friday for your Pisces forecast. Ciao, you guys. Hang in there.